Good day to everybody. Today we have very interesting presentation about the convention that was held in Budapest, and I was in this convention and I'm very excited, and I want to tell you about this a very interesting convention. And for me, it was my first time that I have been in convention of doTERRA. And this year it was held in Budapest, as I told. And you know, that is very beautiful city. I recommend you to visit this city from all my heart if you have not been here. And so you see on the picture the building of Parliament that was built in 1886, and it's placed on the Danube River, so the view is very beautiful. And this building is a Rana building where a convention was held. So it's for 5,000 people. And you know, there were very many people from all over the Europe. And this convention was the first one after the two break because of the pandemic that we have with Corona. So the people were so excited and were so happy to see each other offline. And there were many children that behaved perfectly. So, and you see also in this slide the building, and in this building we have the call center, the doTERRA Call European Center, which was opened in 2019 in August and starts to work in December before Corona. And now it's the call center that they are talking in 21 languages, and they have 1,155 calls per day, and about 300 employees. So, and it's very, and employees from 23 countries. And this call center have, they provide very beautiful work and help for the distributors in Europe. And I hope that you already talked with them when you were doing your orders, purchasing your orders. They very, the people that service very quickly and on very professional manner. So, and it was a very huge opportunity to visit this call center and to talk with the people that we regularly only can talk with them by telephone or chat. So, and we can physically meet. And this was very excited meeting as well. Of course, in this convention, the convention kit was purchased, and I think that it will be my next presentation when I will talk about these products. As you see, this kit included Copaiba Touch, Osmanthus. It's very special flower oil, and this oil include in some blends that you know. For example, Deep Blue Blend and Balance and Beautiful Vanilla, Madagascar Vanilla, and Deep Blue Stick. It's an amazing product on the base of the Deep Blue Blend with Copaiba oil, and you see On Guard hand wipes. Now, what was interesting for me in this convention, always I'm interested very much in the speakers who speaks about clinical initiatives, about researches, the trials, because It is a very important field in this market, in this essential oil production. And you see, so these speakers that I was very impressed from their presentations. You see Dr. Branning Riggs, VP of Clinical Initiatives, and Nicole Stevens, that you know, that she's Director of Clinical Research. And here on this slide, you see the 3 doctors, Dr. Fernando Cuera, epidemiologist, and he talked about this new product, Deep Blue plus Copaiba. Dr. Ruth Dempsey, that she's a toxicology, and actually she is a member of the Britain community, which is checking the toxicology of sorry. She's a member of UK Committee of Carcinogenity of Food, Consumer Goods and the Environment. And she's teaching people about toxins and how they affect our bodies, as well as how to prevent the effects of these toxins. And Dr. Alexandra Nietzsche, she is a military unit doctor and flight surgeon and diving doctor, amazing women. And so I want to start my presentation with Emily Wright presentation. So, and which is called the distributors, wellness advocates asked Emily to talk about what products she's using in her everyday routine. And I want to say that I was so impressed from Emily. I think that she's a tall woman, but actually she's small, and she's very fragile and feminine, and she has an amazing energy. And she radiates this energy for everyone and for all people in this arena building. And you know that she even transmits this energy not only for us, even to space. This was my impression of her speech. And she's very sincere. She loves the products, and she's so believe in our products. And maybe you pay attention that when she talks about our products, she has tears in her eyes, because she's so empathetic and so empowers with what she speaks. So I can say that the basis for her daily routine is this wellness lifestyle pyramid that was showed by doTERRA in one of the presentations. And maybe 2 months ago, I did my presentation about this pyramid, because it's all these aspects that we can see in this pyramid, they are very, very important. You see that it's a proactive medical care and informed self-care, and we need to reduce the toxicity, and nutrition, digestion is very important. So movement, arrest and manage. So it's about informed self-care. So this pyramid is the base of Emily's routine. So let us see what products she's using. So she divided her day for these steps. So morning rise, self-care with doTERRA, midday boost, and bedtime routine. And so morning rise. So hydration, it's very, very important. So you need to start your day with just to drink the water. And it will be better if you will drink the water with citrus oils, because you know that all citrus oils have this detox effect on our body. So I pay attention that Emily, woman that starts her day with prayer and gratitude. So, and you see that this oil says balance, peace, serenity, whatever she's using for prayer and meditation. For gratitude practice, she's using rose and frankincense and ylang ylang and bergamot. For personal development, the blends from emotional aromatherapy, motivate and cheer, and these beautiful flower oils as neroli and jasmine. So movement is very, very important. So if you will charge your body with positive energy in the morning for movement, it's very, very important, okay? So nutrition and supplements, so in the morning we start to take the supplements, and you see which supplements Emily used. So it's Terrazyme, and it's body nutrition, and Zendagreen, and DDR Prime, and LLV complex. And for reading and reflection, she's using frankincense, sandalwood, and jasmine and neroli as well. And for self-care with doTERRA, so she likes to add to shampoo 1 drop of cedarwood, 1 drop of rosemary, to conditioner 1 drop of myrrh and ylang ylang, and for the shower with eucalyptus. So, but I always suggest that just not drip the oil directly on the floor, but on some small towel. Otherwise, it will be very slippery, yeah, to drop the oils directly to the floor. And as you see that brush cleanser and scrub also Emily used for her self-care. So getting ready skincare. You know that our skin is the first barrier from the external environment. So, and our skin stands on the protection of our body. And you know that our skin is the largest organ in our body. So it needs to be protected very well. And you see which product Emily used for this. She likes very much yarrow pom. You can use it as a serum. And this eye cream is very useful. And you see Virage, as well as soluble and turmeric. Just remember that turmeric, it's a very useful oil for our skincare. So in the midday boost, of course, you can use Meta2Max. So we are taking Meta2Max 1 in the morning and 1 in the middle day, but not in the evening. And you can use such oils as peppermint, wild orange, and frankincense. Just you can drop 1 drop of each oils on your palm, and just to inhale these oils from your palm. And supplements, so we continue with the supplements in the midday boost. And bedtime routine, you can apply such oils as serenity, forgive, peace, console, and calmer. Please pay attention that calmer, it's a blend from the kit. And I know many people, me as well, which is using by this blend. I like it very much. It includes lavender and cananga, Buddha-wood, Roman chamomile, and diffusing which oils you can diffuse in the bedtime routine in the evening. So serenity and peace and lavender and vetiver. So there are recommendations of Emily Wright. She told at the beginning of her presentation that she's using a lot of products of doTERRA. So this is one of the samples. So you can use your oils, of course, yeah, because it's very individually, and you can just take some recommendation from her daily routine. And one statement that I liked very much in this convention, it was that doTERRA want to triple impact by 2030. So you can see how many people now positively impacted with doTERRA products. And you see on this slide, so we are talking about farmers, people that are working on the ground, yeah, just to grow these plants for our essential oils. And when we are talking about positively impacted people, so there are distributors, wellness advocates from all over the world that are using essential oils and sharing with them with another people. So, and what does it mean to triple impact by 2030? It means the number of people that empowered with this amazing products, lives improved, and communities served, and progress made. Now, the next presentation that I liked very much, it was how to manage toxic load. This presentation was provided by Dr. Brani Griggs and Dr. Ruth Dempsey, scientists in toxicology. So they started their presentation with a very interesting statement. Maybe you have heard about this. This is the statement of Paracelsus. He was a doctor in Swiss, lived in the Middle Age, and he was a physician, alchemist, and philosopher. And you see his statement that everything is a poison, nothing is a poison, and it is the dose that makes the poison. So it means that, for example, if you take 1 teaspoon of sugar, it will be okay, yeah, in your tea, a little bit salt in your dish. But if you will take 10 doses of sugar or salt, that they can poison your body. And unfortunately, the toxicity of our environment is very high. And it's a very, very serious problem today. And as you see, that 99 population, so almost all the population are exposed to air pollution levels that put them in increased risk. So, and what does it mean increased risk? It means that 7 million people die each year from the effects of air pollution. And treatment of diseases caused by gas pollution costs about $1 trillion a year. And this is a very serious threat, not only for public health, but also to the environment. So it reduces oxygen in our oceans, reduces biodiversity, and contributes to climate change. So this increased exposure we can receive from household. You see how it's very important how you behave with in your house. Yeah. So if you have had my lecture about how to clean the house with our products, I would like you to see it once more. Yeah, because definitely you can replace all the toxins products for cleaning if you still buying them in the super, so you can replace it with our products. And you see that's how it's important. And urban environment and air pollution, which means ozone, nitrates, sulfur dioxide, NOx. Now, what we can do, what strategies we can do just to that this that we can stay healthy. So we can prevent, we can reduce this air pollution and resilience. So let us see how we can prevent. So here you see the sites of European Committee for the establishment of pollution prevention measures and the site of a World Health Organization. So you just can check the information that you can find in these sites. And of course, you can just start to reduce this in your house, in your day routine. So as I told already, to clean the house with our products, so this will be the best way. Skincare, so we have a lot of products. We have 3 lines of cosmetic products and personal care with our spa line. It can help you to reduce. And resilience, it means that you can use these oils just by diffusing. You will clean the atmosphere very effectively, and LLV complex will help you just to be more strong. And now let us see what is going on when we are talking about attack of different toxins on our body. So what happens? So because of this attack, we receive cell and tissue damage, oxidative stress, free radical damage, epigenetic changes. So epigenetics, I just want to remember you, it's the study of how your behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. And unlike genetic changes, epigenetic changes are reversible and do not change your DNA sequence. It's very important, but they can change how your body reads a DNA sequence. So environment and your behavior, it means diet and how you can manage your stress and your physical exercises. So can be very useful in this field of genetics, which is called epigenetics. Now, depletion of glutathione. What is this glutathione? So it is a substance which are made from amino acids, from 3 amino acids, and it's produced by liver and involved in many body processes. And so this substance support very effectively your liver, your immune system, so your body. And because of these attacks, so what can happen is the depletion of glutathione and impairment of metabolism. So how you can defend yourself? Just to take supportive supplements, and now we are talking about LLV complex, because in this complex you have 3 complex actually, yeah. Vitamin and minerals, and Xe-omega and alpha CRS, which mean cells restore system, and which has just substances as alpha lipoic acid. And here you see milk thistle seed extract and psyllium that we can find in Zendocrine. We call them white bottle of Zendocrine, yeah? And probiotics will help us a lot. Now, here I just want to talk about the quality of essential oils. I just took one slide. from a Emily Wright presentation, just I don't have enough time. And just I want to pay attention that CPTG, what we called our oil CPTG, certified pure tested grade, it's a multifaceted process, and it's involving growers and harvesters and distillers and quality control scientists and research scientists and packaging engineers and you. So how you experience your oils, how you're using them, how you're talking about them to another people, all this, it's very, very important, and it's also CPTG. And adulteration in the industry is rampant, and doTERRA CPTG is the gold standard. Now, I would like to talk about this presentation of Dr. Rix, Beyond the Normal. We call this presentation. And so he starts his presentation, about other components, what is happening in research, science, and testing in another companies. So if we are talking about research and science, they're not large enough. We're concerned about what they might find. And no consistency of oils, no confidence in their own product. And when we are talking about testing, so they can only show flaws, inconsistency, adulteration, synthetics. And market survey glimpse, according to this table, you can see that adulterated oils, 80% in US market. So they studied 500 samples of oils, and in Australia 9, and they all were adulterated. And the European market, they studied 190 oils and 72% of adulteration. And if we are talking about some oils, the most popular, for example, lavender oil, and the was 50 countries were studied about their lavender oil, and 80% adulteration. Birch oil, 100 adulteration. Bergamot oil, 95. So Dr. Rix told that companies produced more bergamot oil that can grow. So it's a paradox. And where does adulteration happen? So 10% it can happen in distillation side, where distillers spray aroma chemicals and raw ingredients. And the most percent is brokerage. So traders need more profit, and there will be involvement of multiple layers of brokering. And so adulteration in Europe, 12 brands independently tested, many oils were tested, and each brand had at least one oil that was adulterated, and one brand had all but one oil that had been adulterated, and 60% of all essential oils tested had suspected or confirmed adulteration. For example, very interesting example, blueberry essential oil from Amazon, and you see that on a label of this oil, we can read that it's 100 pure organic plant essential oil. And so Dr. Rix told that we have tried in our labs to do this blueberry oil, and there simply is no oil within the fruit of the blueberry. So, and pay attention that the ingredient, which has an amount 17, you see fructone. Fructone, known as a synthetic aromatic compound with a fruity apple scent. That's maybe because of this, it's so attractive. So this is 100% fake oil, almost totally reconstituted. Now, when we are talking about doTERRA research and science, so what is a huge difference with another company? So we ask questions, we have the budget, we consistently have the purest products in the world. And so just pay attention to this number. Research budget is 3,500,000 annually. Now, so when we are talking about testing, CPTG, of course, we have a certified pure tested grade, and the lot of tests that doTERRA provide for this grade. Third-party verification, it's very, very important. And here you see the reference to the study that was provided in National Center for Natural Product Research. And it means third-party verification also. And this article was published in this national center, and this trial was provided by this center, and the director of the center is Dr. Han. He's very famous in his field. And they studied lavender from many companies across the world, and they found that lavender oil on the market is 90% adulterated. So in brief, I will tell you that they developed an authentication and quality assessment, and they call this assessment a Q index and qualify index. This index applied for quality evaluation of commercial lavender essential oil products, and the implementation of this index could improve lavender essential oil quality control for the industry. So, and this index is very simple actually. So they're telling that if this index values 100 and more, so this oil is pure. If less, so it's not pure. And as I told, so 90% was adulterated. Of course, that lavender essential oil of doTERRA was more than 100 in this Q index. So just pay attention to this testing. Actually, we can talk about every of these tests many times. So just pay attention that if we are talking about gas chromatography and mass spectrometry, so you see that doTERRA provide a 6 mass spectrometry, gas and liquid, and you see how many tests here, and you see this test as C14, for example. So this is a dating, cardiocarbon dating. So for determining the age of the object containing organic material. So, and if some of the carbon containing molecules are on one age and some others are different age, then we know that it has adulteration. And you see, for example, this test, which is called HRIPT, primary dermal irritability, dermosensitization, phototoxicity, and many others. And for supplements, there are the same tests and more even. So now what is very important for us is doTERRA relationships with different universities, hospitals, and professionals. And let us see universities. Yeah, so you see a list of universities, and this is not a full list. And for example, with the University of Tokyo, doTERRA provides now the research about DDR prime. And you know that, for example, university in Romania, they're providing research about the number of essential oils, how they influence the candida. And in Romania, and you can see this reference for this search. Now, St. Elizabeth Center, you know that doTERRA opened at the Center for Integrative Oncology. And Area Medica, so it's integrative clinic, which is offers integrative pediatric services, and uses aromatouch in her practice frequently. What is very important, it's for professionals. We have medical advisory board in doTERRA, and we have veterinary advisory board. So in medical advisory board, you see the doctors from many fields of medicine. You see dermatology and orthopedics and anesthesiology, obstetrics, emergency medicine. And you see that we have 5 doctors in veterinary advisory board. And how does this relate to the doTERRA business? So data is data. And if you understand this data, this science data, you can speak to it, you can use it to enlarge the doTERRA family, of course. And the price does the talking for us. And Dr. Rees said that he has a huge announcement for Europe, that in Europe we now have a committee here in this European market, so that you all have growth large enough. He told that you need your own group of scientists. And so you see these doctors, Dr. Fernando Cura, pediatrics, sports, and emergency medicine, Dr. Ruth Dempsey, toxicology, Dr. Alexandra Nietzsche, family medicine, anesthesiology, and flight medicine. So we have our own committee. And one more topic that Dr. Rix talked about, that about epidemic within the pandemic, which happened now in USA after pandemic, Corona pandemic. You see that many children and teenagers suffering from mental health problems, and this number is so. It's a pity to read the suicide, and is the second leading cause of death for teenagers in USA. And I checked our data, and yeah, our children in Israel also have many problems after these 2 years of pandemic, and we need to pay attention to our children, to teenagers, and you know that we can help them a lot with our products. And so we just need to be very careful with them, and just to know that we have this problem and we can help them a lot with our products. And so Dr. Brian Criggs, he finished his presentation that we need to just be very careful with our wellness, and we just need to provide this wellness lifestyle in our lives. So as Emily Wright told that on her daily routine, this pyramid is very important. And so actually I finished my presentation, and I hope that it was useful for you. And I want you to be coffee, and just see you on my another presentation.